I guess we had become so accustomed to seeing so many goals and chances by the Rangers that to see them only put up one on Brian Elliott may be a little bit eye-popping.
I think the thing that really is eye-popping to me is the fact the guy that scores the game winner shouldn't have even been available for this game, right? I mean, he pulls Lemieux's hair in the previous game, bashes his head on the ice, and only gets, what was it, $3,000? You know, a fine. So I think that's bizarre. But that's out of the Rangers' control. The things they did control, their effort, their intensity, their focus, I think that if everybody had played as well as Igor Shesterkin and Adam Fox and controlled those controllables, the outcome would have been different this afternoon.
Yeah, and it looked like it was going to go Rangers' way because, once again, the guy who has done so much damage to the Flyers in the last two meetings with 6 points in each, including 6 goals, was Mika Zibanejad. He got the Rangers on the board midway through the first period on the power play, and it looked like, okay, another here we go again.
And Mika, I could add to that list. He had a good afternoon as well. Now, the thing that you have to look for, though, is how much respect and how much attention do these star players bring in? Because Fox has certainly done it, and Zibanejad definitely in recent weeks is back to the guy that he was last season. But they bring in that attention, and it opens up a lot of ice for one another. And Zibanejad gets the attention of 2 and 3 Flyers, so they get to a slower jump on Strome. But now the Rangers have to get the puck off the wall. Panarin brings it down the ice now to Zibanejad, and Zibanejad looks for a split second and a pause, but he's able to find Fox because he's got that room. Now he draws in those 2 PK guys for the Flyers, and that opens up a lane. Zibanejad's able to hide on the back door and receive this great gift of a pass from Strome. He gets down and he gets his one-timer into the back of the net. Now, it's interesting to note that 15 times this season, Zibanejad has received that pass. Going into this afternoon's game, he had only scored twice. So we were talking a lot on Thursday how Zibanejad has refound his gift for the one-timer. Well, he's also found it on the cross-ice feed now, too. So that's goal number 3. He's going to keep getting these now. You know, he's changed something. He's changed something. And sometimes you don't know when a player changes the lie of their stick, length, positioning. Something's changed, and he looks much more comfortable right now.
Yeah, that made it 7 goals in 7 periods against the Flyers for Mika Zibanejad and an 8-game point streak for Ryan Strome. But the Flyers had a power play answer of their own in the second period, and it came just at the end of what looked like it was going to be maybe a spirit-lifting extended 5-on-3 kill for the Rangers.
And Shesterkin was feeling it, right? I mean, he has an outstanding afternoon, one of his best games of the season, and it's unfortunate because both goals had that same look. It's a broken, ricocheted puck that finds a way from the point. You know, those are the only plays that almost a goalie cannot control. He can't control if it goes off his own man. He can't control if it goes off the opposition right in front of him and finds a hole. He played these correct. He was big looking over the screen. But these 2 shots find a way. And if it's not for his heroics, though, John, let's be honest. First period, 17 shots, outstanding. Second period, even better, with more difficulty, outstanding. The Rangers aren't even in this game. If it's not for Shesterkin, I thought he had just an amazing afternoon.
So Samuel Morin, who Steve said could have maybe been suspended for a game, instead was just fined. He gets his first NHL goal in his 15th NHL game. That ended up being the game winner with less than 5 minutes left. But maybe a sign of how good Shesterkin was the fact that in rival territory, he was the 3rd star of this game as the Flyers put up 37 shots on goal.
Yeah, and like I said, there was a lot of quality there. This was no easy afternoon, no picnic. There was a lot of work that he had to do early on in the game just to slow the game down because his team was just getting abused early on. The first 10 really is what hurt the Rangers for the long view on the afternoon. It really killed them because they seemed to be just chasing the game, John, and they didn't really have any ownership of this game. The Flyers were flying, and it's really difficult to embarrass an NHL team 3 games in a row, and they had some pushback. I got to give them credit. They fought back. They were dirty, but they fought back, and Shesterkin was still outstanding. That glove save right there, it reminds me so much of the one that he made on Kane at home against San Jose last year, the Evander Kane one, if people remember. But think about this, 26 breakaways in the last 2 years. He's only allowed 4 goals. right? Now, breakaways are game swinging and changing moments. This year, he's faced 13 breakaways. He's only allowed 1 goal. If people remember, that was against Brian Rust.
Right.
So he's had just an outstanding time. I've said outstanding. Is that a drinking game this afternoon or what?
He did stand out, so that is the case. Again, Igor Shesterkin maybe deserved a better fate, but after everything the Flyers have been through, especially against the Rangers, maybe they deserved a better fate as well.